Hello, good evening everyone. Excuse us for the delay, we had a little bit of technical issues, but we have a cool little race coming up for you guys. We have poisoncurls and ROTF, whatever it is, rolling over the freaking landmines or something. Ready to a crowd control race. For people who do not know crowd control, it means that you, as a person, can influence the players' games by spending coins on a variety of things in order to know what all of these things are. I need to double check, but we can refill their weapon energy, we can lock them into sub weapons, we can refill a boss's HP, enable a Dukin, there's a whole bunch of other things. We can actually help the runners out, but if you've ever heard me commentate on a race before, I am a big fan of things going horribly wrong. So the good thing today is a lot of things can go horribly wrong, but the better thing is that we can help things going wrong. So I already have a couple ideas set up here. But I'm sure a lot of you will have some... Yeah, I mean, who helps? I mean, I'm just saying it's an option, right? But you will be able to pick which runner actually gets your assistance or curses all over them. And with that, we should be going in fairly soon. I do want to tell you guys that there is a little bit of delay, obviously, on restream. So if you want to be able to time your power-ups or curses correctly, it might help you to have a small look at the runner's actual stream, so you can actually time very well what's going on. Well, I mean, it can be active for a bow, but then you just need to take your coins and spend them twice. I also noticed in the chat that you have 50 coins each in the chat, free, so we already should have like this, what is it, 65,000 coins ready to pull things on these guys. That should be really fun. So if anyone wants to just like fire it out there and give someone an invulnerable bee, because we absolutely love bees, that will be a good start, I guess, but you guys can see what you do with it. Meanwhile, you see landmines turning through a bee with like 2 HP left. That's not too much. Not 2 HP. I was told that the race will be a hundo race, so they do need to collect all of the items, all weapons, upgrades into the run. Just about the path that they will take, Landmines told me he will be running ice full, and as far as I am aware, there will be an iceless run from Poison, unless he changes his mind on that. If you do have any, well, questions about things that are happening in the game outside of the things you're cursing the runners with, feel free to ask me. I haven't played the game in a while, but I have quite a lot of knowledge about the game. So. Ooh. Oh, Poison actually almost died to the car, and then, oh my god, all that HP. Oh, that's fun. Landmines getting grabbed. He did forget to turn his timer on, but that's alright. And meanwhile, Poison's gonna end up being a punching bag for a little while. That is, oh yeah. That is unfortunate, but fun to look at. Also, small update on the races, it is a best of 3. So whoever wins 2 races first will be the winner. Refill HP for Vile Fight. Yeah, and with that we see Landmines having a little bit of a lead going to the first Maverick stage, going on to Chill Penguin. We'll have to see. I did check out crowd control a little bit, guys, and I did see that you can also put a few of your coins into a specific goal, so multiple people could work together into crowd controlling a player to hack altogether. So if you do not have enough coins to spend on something, you may always talk to your fellow chatters and see what you can pull off together. I just hope that I do not miss pointing out anything that happens from CC, because sometimes I will be looking at the chat. Old checkpoint here, we see landmines with the world record time of 1 minute 30 as he hits the capsule. The times you see when you start your timer late or something. Usually it would be like 3:30, but this man's like 2 minutes ahead of even the world record. Crowdfunding an early Hadouken, wow. Imagine early Hadouken, what is that? Both players on an English version actually. That seems like fun. We will be actually getting up to Penguin soon. Universally speaking, every MMX runner hates Penguin, so you can either make them really happy and have them burn the freaking bird, or you can just like extend that fight really long, you know, like refill a little bit of Penguin's HP or make him vulnerable because he's not annoying enough as he is. Take a little look, landmines fight, ugh, instant slide. Boy, we love this Penguin. More slides. Poison catching up to the door. Oh, enemy invulnerable is boss is not affected. Excuse me. Oh, I see. Force weapon to fire wave on landmines. That's amazing. Wow, that's wonderful since the boss is already dead. But I mean, perhaps he still gets to use it in his second stage, which should be Eagle. Poison almost getting a slight phase there. Penguin actually being very resistant here. I assume that if you have redeemed something it will show up, but as I said, the stream is slightly delayed here, so if you want to accurately time your crowd control, do check the runner's actual stream to best time what you can. Force weapon to shotgun ice on landmine side means he can only... Ugh, that's annoying. Although it's not the worst weapon to have here. Actually, a good thing to do in the Eagle stage is to make enemies invulnerable on these platforms so they cannot actually kill the enemies and go through. Luckily, he had some good spawns, so he managed to go through without too much issues. And reminder, it's hundoed, so they do have to pick all the weapons. Helmet required. What have we here? We have Super Dash going up for landmines. I have not seen what the Super Dash is like, so I'm curious about this, but he just flies across the screen. I believe it's just an extended dash. But isn't like Super Dash a positive effect? Like, why are you guys being nice? And we have Force Weapon to Rolling Shield. That's... Actually, I like whoever gave Rolling Shield to landmines, because Eagle is an enemy that flies up and Rolling Shields only go down, so this is great. And we do have an enemy's invulnerability, but someone just said it will not work on bosses. Wait, why is Eagle's held off the... I don't know what happened to Eagle's HP bar right over there, but yeah, we'll have to see what's going on with that. Meanwhile, I see that Poison is shooting ice while he didn't have it equipped. So perhaps I had missed the effect there. Oh, and Eagle just disappeared. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. I looked away from Landmine's side for a moment. Did the HP bar just like come back down from infinite to nothing? What? That's interesting. And it seems like we have Flame Mammoth for the third stage. And we have Iceless going for Poison. Hopefully getting that pretty soon. Seems to have a little bit of issues with that. If anyone wants to be so kind to at least like fill his HP bar for Kowanger before he, you know, has any unfortunate accidents in the tower. Landmines, meanwhile, grabbing his Buster upgrade. Oh boy, Poison. Not having the best time of his life. Is there a crowd control thing that tells this guy to like lift up the platform with the heart because he's not making it up there? We have no dash, meanwhile, for Landmines, and oh boy, Poison just hit himself on an enemy. I wonder if he wants to... Oh. I guess he refilled his own HP bar, that's also a thing. Yeah, he might as well use Ice, but the thing is he doesn't have the Buster upgrade to use the Ice sled, so he cannot really do that. If you want to help out Poison before he gets stuck here for a little while, the only thing you could help him is give him the boomerang. If he has the boomerang, he can just grab it like that. But I don't know. That's being really nice. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to be nice. It seems he will be opting into a revisit and skips the heart for now. Oh boy, these bullets are not being kind to him. And with that, we do have both of these guys going into their next boss fights, respectively Kowanger for Poison and Mammoth for Landmines. For people who have never seen that before, if you would give Boomerang to Landmines, but not now anymore, perhaps to Poison when he gets here, you can actually cut off the nose of Mammoth, and then you get like this really weird looking Mammoth. I've only seen it like once or twice ever, it looks really weird. Dr. Izzle, it's not so strange to go for Iceless in a race. I mean, if you're good at Iceless, it's alright, but I think that for the specific CC race that Poison is playing not on the 62 SNES, so I don't know if he's using a different controller. Yeah. It could be that. Using a different controller would make this a lot harder from what you're used to. Yeah. I don't watch Poison very often, but I have to say it's quite surprising to see that he wasn't making it. I see we have a Boomerang flying around on Poison. This Boomerangs and other weapons do fun things. Oh, looks like we are going flying, and do we have it? Oh, we're not flying. Oh boy, and then he fell in the pit. Judging from his reaction, he's quite entertained by it. Oh boy. Meanwhile, what is Landmines doing? He's climbing the Kowanger Tower. This guy is getting a lead, you guys. Can we just have someone pop off with a lead like this? He's like a full stage ahead of Poison right now. I don't think this is okay. I don't think that's okay. Wait, Hadouken for Poison is 3/4, huh? Oh baby, the fire! Nice! Whoever gave that man Fire Wave just waited 45 seconds of his time. If I was the boss and you were my employee, I would give that man a raise. Who's the... I can't see you. Kisei Swift Mist, you're the best, man. That is that's just great. Oh, oh man. Oh, and now he's trying for Iceless. I mean, there's not much else for him to do, right? I mean, he has to wait for the fire wave to go out. Oh, it's great. Oh, and now we hit him with a rolling shield. So, oh boy, this is great. Poor guy. Believe me, guys. Like, Iceless is a. Wait, what? Wait, what happened on Poison side? He didn't get Eagle, did he? I just saw him like pop out of the thing and Eagle is beaten. Was he given a Sting Chameleon before? I have heard that if you give someone a weapon from a boss in a forced sub, that it may register the boss as defeated when you get there. So that is very likely what happened. Man, are we still giving weapons to landmines? Oh, guys, you guys are actually more evil than I am. Wow. Wow. I mean, homing torpedo was a really kind gesture. Oh, we made it! Nice! Oh, and that little head bump backwards where you're like, oh yeah, finally I made it. And homing torpedo right now is very kind since this is the weakness of Boomer. Don't waste the ammo. I'm not sure about ammo and stuff on these force things. I just hope he gets into the fire wave. It's everyone's favorite weapon, the fire wave. I expect to see a fire wave like literally everywhere, honestly. Oh boy, this has to be like such a pain. Fighting Quanger can already be a pain. Doing it with fire wave, dealing 1 damage per... is it 1? I believe it's... yeah, it's 1 damage. Oh boy. I love fire wave, I do, but this is ridiculous. Oh, teleported inside of... goodbye. I don't know what I would do in that situation. Like, I would also try to go for hits, but it's actually really annoying to do that. What do we have now? The boomerang cutter! Using his own weapon against him. Seems to be still fire waving for now. Perhaps the game doesn't give you boomerang cutter when you're fighting the boss that has boomerang cutter. Could that be it? Could be it. Oh boy. Oof. Oh, actually, you can swap out of it now. But it's... oh, okay, nice. He actually has the lock on Kuwanger now, where you can just stand in the middle. Normally, as soon as Kuwanger goes below 50% HP, he'll start teleporting around. If you stand in the middle, that will be just alright for you. But wow, you lost a lot of time in there. I'm pretty sure that the Kuwanger stage alone with all those weapon swaps just made up enough time for Poison to catch up. Oh boy. Oh boy. And now we are going to... Mandrill. We do need the boomerang cutter in Mandrill stage to pick up the sub tank at the start. Poison's timer is ahead by 2 minutes, Mammoth, because Landmines forgot to turn his timer on at the start. Alright, what do we have now? We have... wait. It says for Poison that Eagle is not defeated right now. And he is going for the revisit for his heart and Kuwanger. Wow. I think right now Landmines is still in the lead, but I am not really sure what is going on Poison's side, as Eagle was blacked out before and he didn't have to fight him when he was there, but now he's not anymore, so I'm not sure if the game registers him as dead or not. He didn't fight him last time, but the game sent him out of the level as if Eagle had already been beaten. So I'm quite uncertain what's going on there. Alright, Poison getting a little vulnerability. Oh boy! Imagine having to do manual stage without dash. Well, that's annoying. On the other hand, it's easy to make mistakes in this level, and I guess if you have no dash, it's no. You can just go for a walk in the park, or this stage becomes a walk in the park. Am I right? Yeah, Eagle is backlit up. He was blacked out before. That's a bit weird thing. Meanwhile, Poison going for his heart with the boomerangs. That man must be so happy right now. No, not taking 3 tries. And with that, he can move on to his next challenge. And landmines, going for the manual fight. No dash wouldn't affect you much. Well done. I have a funny story. I don't know. I hope that person's not in here. I had a streamer once that had been playing this game for a lot of his life. I don't know how old he was exactly. Oh boy! Thank you for giving Mandrill a E-tank. Oof, that's gonna hurt. And now no dash. Woo! Wait, he still has dash, doesn't he? Oh boy. Oh. For a second I thought you would have screwed him completely right there. That was a good try, you guys. Almost killed him. And the guy had been playing MMX for a lot of his life, and he was having issues with grabbing the mineral heart. And I told him, like, but you can, like, you know, just dash jump up there. It's not that hard. And I explained him what to do, trying to help him. And he was like, after a while, but how can I dash kick off the wall? That's like impossible. I mean, just use the dash button. And he asked me, like, wait, there's a dash button? I've been double tap dashing my entire life. And I was not quite sure what I had to say to that. It's quite surprising. Anyway, back to actual gameplay, where we are beating Mavericks and crowd controlling these two people. Landmines opting not to pick up the sub-tank here, that's something. Oh, but it's probably because he does, wait, he does Ice Full, so he doesn't have Chameleon's thing yet to pick it up right now, that's alright. And it seems that we have Fire Wave going on to, oh no, Rolling Shield onto Eagle. Oh boy, that's terrible. And no dash, I believe, on point on the side, right? Ooh, he doesn't have much left right there. Getting flapped out of the screen. Oh boy. Is he making it? Not much HP left on Eagle. Dying now would be a shame. Oh, nice, he made it. Dash button is a cheat. True. Actually, we missed our opportunity, you guys, to save Dillo. Dillo's in this game. It's like the last one alive. I would appreciate if you saved him next time by not allowing this silly electric spark thing that destroys his armor. Boom. One more down. I actually need to keep count of how many Mavericks are going down here. I see we have 5 defeated, 6 defeated. Should be 6 defeated on landmines. I do believe we're about 5 for Poison, if I'm not mistaken. But the entire Eagle thing, I'm like so unsure of what we're doing there. Playing some tornado strats right there. Oh. Boom. One of the mini balls goes down. Oof. Landmines clipping the corner there is really dangerous to die, and then all jumping on the spikes. I mean, let's be honest, why would we spend our coins to screw these guys over when they can just jump to a pit themselves, right? They can still do it themselves better than we can. Force weapon to fire wave in the water! I love you, dude that did that. Or lady. Doesn't matter to me. No dash and fire wave in the water. Well, good luck, goodbye. Reset now. It's the only option. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, Hadoken for poison, or? Narrow, I do believe landmine still ahead for now, and oh boy. An easy kill for Poison Arrow Mandrill, since he did have access to his ice shot. Thanks to you kind people, trying to make him catch up to landmines. Oh, he has a Duke, but he doesn't know. Wait, actually, I don't know this myself, but can the runners see these effects? They can, right? Because I see the little thing on the stream, but... Oh man, how many fire waves 45 seconds did we give this man? Or am I just... Oh yeah, the visual ones. Okay. Oh boy, did you really give him another fire wave? Oh boy. Alright, okay, they can see. Great. Okay, that is just... You can tell on Landmine's face, they're just like... Get me out of here. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, he got off one tornado, and that's it. Wow, that's the ultimate sadness right there. Oh, oh, he made it. He made it. After 2 strokes, a minute and a half of fire waves in the water, that doesn't work. You guys finally allowed him to kill that thing. Whew. Oh boy. This is like the most evil thing I have ever seen doing commentary for these races, and I love it. Poison? Wait, what is poison? I don't think he got that as a visit, or did he? I wasn't paying attention to the details here. Ah! Oh, he knows he has the Hado? Oh. Okay, but does he know how to Hado the... Oh. Oh, baby, the Hado on Dillo. That's like my favorite Maverick. And he just got one-shotted. Meanwhile, like, I don't know, you guys. I feel like chat's kind of like balanced towards Poison, who collected 1,000 coins for the Hadoken, but meanwhile the only coins getting spent for landmines is like no dash, 3-minute fire wave in the water. Yeah. That seems like fair treatment right there. Oh, and it looks like we have a little rolling shield going on there on poisoncurls side. And more fire wave going for landmines. I hope he likes that weapon because it seems it's the only thing he's gonna get today. Oh, you want 3 races so you stack against one? I don't mind. Rolling shield for a chameleon. Yeah, chameleon's usually spending a lot of time on the ceiling, so rolling shield will always go down. That would be interesting, I suppose, trying to hit with that. Another thing is you could also go for homing torpedo, and as Chameleon disappears quite a lot, you would just have homing torpedoes flying all over the screen trying to find him. Oh, it looks like a little bit of fire wave going for poison in the water too. Great. Getting some of that equal treatment. Grant enemies invulnerability. Oh. I wonder if Landmines realizes it, but I think he does, because we can see him smile on the player cam. And I think he notices that green biker that's not actually flashing up on his hits. Oh, poor guy. Sea Serpent rides, yay! Best thing is that they're all free, at least for the players. Hey, more upgrades for Landmine. Yeah, mini bosses count apparently, just not the actual Mavericks. But while Mavericks are not to be made invulnerable, you can still refill their HP bars. So that is also a fun little option. May I remind you guys that the boss that takes the longest to kill and the only boss that is invulnerable to the Hadoken is Final Sigma. I'm not saying you should refill Final Sigma's HP, but I'm saying that you could. No. Meanwhile, Poison checking if he can do anything yet. He's actually been taking quite a few hits out there. Only refill it a few times. I can appreciate this. Poison now into the boomerang, and oh boy, rolling shield for and that is 1 HP. So that will be yeah. Like I said, rolling shield goes down. You need to be pretty close to Chameleon to hit that thing. It looks like he has it's hard to hit him there on iframes. Oof! Poison has a 1 HP. What are you gonna do with your Hadoken now, my boy? That's yeah. I don't know. I guess his best option is to just die. Yeah. He realized it. He realized it. Oh, Hado on a... Wait, did you guys just change his weapon? I mean, his other option was to just beat up the boss, but... Oh, X invulnerable. Thank you, kind person who donated that to Landmine. Wait, why did he not Hado? Is there a set time on the Hado? No, it's permanent unlock, isn't it? Oh. Oh, is that a cute little fire wave getting shot at Octopus? Because that really sucks, man. Oh, and now it's rolling shield. Oh, great. And some more... what do we call these attacks again? I actually legitimately forgot what we call these attacks. Octopus. But, hey, doesn't matter. And we have more rolling shield. Whoa, okay. Spamming the rolling shields. He's like, I don't care, it gave me rolling shield, I can spam it anyway. That's just great. Actually, a rolling shield's not a bad weapon. You can just send them like right ahead of you. Ooh, that no dash almost killed him, I think, at the pit. Wow. Good timing there. Swift missed, but didn't work. Just didn't work. On the other hand, he can't actually get up to the hard tank without the dash. Oh wait, he can still dash in the thing. In the mech. Well, okay. Alright, now to everyone's favorite part of the run, it's revisits with rolling shield apparently. It's great. He decides to use this time to collect a couple one-ups, I guess that's acceptable. Just making sure that when you guys do screw him over really hard, he can still keep going. Now his super dash. Heck yeah. Alright. Small reminder that the mole boar, I do believe, is faster than X without dash, and there is a case later in this stage where they usually drop down and land in front of it. Not hinting at anything here. Yes, an X rando exists, but this is a crowd control race, meaning that everyone in the chat is allowed to spend coins in order to buy things to affect the racer's gameplay, and you may use this to either help or curse one of these runners. Like, as you can see, people have currently blessed landmines without no dash, preventing him from getting any speed tickets from the speed police. Thank you very much. Oh, is there a rando later for X? Great. Oh man, you can still dash away from the mole boar. I guess I should have hinted at this earlier. But enemies should be invulnerable. If it hits now, that could be fun. Oh, he's despawning the birds really well. That's sad. Meanwhile, what happened to Poison? He was already... Wasn't he here like a bit ago already? Huh. Poison's timer is 2 minutes ahead because he... Oh nice, he had out, I guess. It's 2 minutes ahead of landmines because landmines forgot to turn on his timer. Yeah, you can despawn the birds in the armadillo stage. If you jump at the correct times, it will despawn the birds. And it will prevent a whole lot of lag from entering your game. So it's actually faster. Another visit for landmines, and I do believe we have Poison also going into the visits, but he only has 2 sub-tanks, so it would appear that he has forgotten a sub-tank somewhere. I'm not sure which one he missed actually. I do think that he picked up the one at Eagle, so there's still one here. Behind this mole boar. The question is, where is the last one? He will have to check. Oh, now he has 4? Okay, what? He had 4 right there when you check the menu. Now I went to the signal stage? Okay, oh yeah, of course. You guys already unlocked the Hado for him, so he technically already has it. Well, okay. Buy 0, buy 0. That's actually a big time save, not having to go for Hado. Having to not do revisits is huge. Yeah, I do believe you have about 4 jumping spots. Poison has a lot of HP here. That's... not really what you want. You kind of want to get... Oh boy, landmines. As I've said previously during this race, you can actually still screw yourself rather than getting screwed by the chat and like missing that little skip there. Oh my god, did you really give him no dash for this stage? For these platforms, you evil moderator, you. Yeah, that's just... Meanwhile, Poison has been degraded to Vile's punching bag. Oh, I see landmines as a good solution for this, using a rolling shield as a solution for climbing up. Oh yeah, oh, I gave it to both. Because we get like the pop-ups on that landmine side, but we do not see them, or at least I don't see them on the poison side, so I kind of miss a lot of them, I think. Now we have Hado on Vials, super easy. Big talky boy, but nice, pretty fast. Yeah, there's still 0 death coming up in these races. Spoiler. Poison now dashing on through the Sigma stages, and oh boy, really, Fire Wave again for landmines. Oh boy, gonna be happy when he finds that out. Just imagine you just have File jump over and you turn around, you're like, Hado Wave! What? Oh, break. Oh, he's soft locked. Oh boy, that's even better. Well, okay. Okay. Oops. He better have to check if he has the Hado right now. He can't even check if he has Hado because he's like locked on the Fire Wave. Because I do know you can reset the game and still have the Hado, but you do need to input a specific set of buttons on your controller as you press start. And oh, for a second I thought he was still playing this with no dash. Well, he played like it, but he does have dash. Fire Wave is the best weapon in the game, dude. You should like it. How does the soft lock happen? There's like a specific setup that will allow you to play the fight with File and already have the text boxes running, but if you set up incorrectly or you let go of one of your buttons during the sequence of events as you're doing the skip, it may cause the entire scene to soft lock in a position where you cannot move. Farming? Oh boy, I guess he's gonna farm to get his Hadoken in. But he's farming on a Fire Wave, looks like. And he does have a sub tank, so he could maybe use that. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter because even if he gets full HP, as long as you guys force him into a weapon, he can't Hado anyway, so... Oh. Big HP tank? Big HP drop. More big HP drop. Big Fire Wave. Okay, alright. Yeah, you will be keeping the start button pressed during the Vial skip. If you let go of it or something, you will get that soft lock. Yes. Rolling shield for Spider, that's my favorite. I wish I could have that fight every day of my life. Or Tornado, even better. Do we not have Hado on land? I'm unsure. Yeah, I guess he does not have the Hado. Yeah, I figure he did not get the input. Not exactly sure. I think you need to input like the, what is it? Select X, Y, L, and then press start or something on your password menu. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. I have to look it up. Meanwhile, Poison having the time of his life, trying to burn spiders. I mean, I guess a lot of people get behind the sentiment of burning spiders to hack, but in this game it's not very efficient. The whole whooping 1 damage per hit. Yeah, at least Landmines has a little bit of uptime for his ice shots. Missed that shot. I mean, you can still have access to the right weapons and then miss them, of course. That sucks. Oh, no dash. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, Poison does not have much HP left. Uses a small sub tank. And actually gets the kill. Landmines with a small mistake there. No. Using boomerang on spiders. That's not the right idea, dude. When you kill spiders, you do not want them to come back right after. Yeah, no, right. Can't blame him, man, for burning spiders. Poison almost fired his chameleon sting a little late there. And Landmines killing Spider means that we now have a pretty close race with Poison slightly in the lead. But what will happen? What will happen? Who knows? Who knows? Will this be a fair race? Will chat determine the outcome? Does someone have a secret stash of coins to mess up the runners? Force weapon to fire wave. Heck yeah, thank you very much. Like we didn't want that anyway. Burn that penguin. Super dash on top of it. It's like you don't have a Hado, but you get some super fire wave. Heck yeah. Some super dash. Yeah, of course. Ugh, this section with fire wave actually looks like a pain. Oh boy. What do you have meanwhile? Oh, I shot on Eagle. Okay, that's something. No rolling shield this time? Okay. Ragnar would also be a pretty fun boss to have some special weapons going on. It's the boss is weak to Sea Sting, but we have floating eyes, we have a floating nose, and this race is really tight with only an explosion between the two of them. And does Poison not have... Ooh, dash! You can indeed make that, but it's really tight. Whew. Really, any impact you guys have on this race right now will make a big difference, and you will see the lead swap between the two runners from anything you do, I'm pretty sure. Actual Sea Sting for Ragnar? Come on, guys. Not bad. Oh yeah, now that you mention that cross product, it was brought to my attention as well that these two guys were at Speed Gaming Live, the event that went on a while ago, and these two were the finalists for the races there. So they're definitely two good runners, playing finals there and now having a little exhibition race with crowd control today. Oh, Landmines is tired of this stupid stuff and decides that he wants the Hadoken. That is a very strange decision to make. Because I'm not entirely sure about doing revisits now compared to just finishing out the game. Force weapon to shotgun eyes. My favorite. Oh, Poison apparently did not get the skip on Dillo, or one of you changed this weapon and I missed it. That could be it too. It's not required to kill Armadillo for Hundo. You just need to make sure that you pass him. You can kill him if you miss the skip, but obviously at the high tier speedruns you kind of need to do the skip because it saves you like 15 seconds or more. Yeah, I mean, someone could spend some coins and get landmines the hat out, but you know. Electric Spark, oh boy, that's fun because, I mean, oh, that's not even a visit. Ugh, that is a visit. Electric Spark to kill the birds does not work at all. And it seems Poison took a small hit and now he cannot do the hat out. And you guys swapped this weapon to Buster. That's just wonderful. Yeah, he probably does think that, but oh, really? Now he has boomerangs? Wow. Or is that still Electric Spark with boomerang animation? Ah! This crowd control thing is confusing me. He's outsmarting you, chat. He's gonna fire off a charged sea sting before you guys can change his weapon again. Take that. And we're getting ready for some punch. And landmines must have miscounted one of his lives. This is actually so sad because that means he needs to do the entire level again. It's not cool. I do think you need to do 5 visits again from scratch, so he might have miscounted one from that. Oh boy, now a no dash on top of it. Push this man's face in the dirt while he's down. Why don't you? Rip. Looking at the entire dash animation, getting spammed is kind of funny now. We have rolling shield meanwhile, and no Hado for Poison going into Octo. And by the looks of it, I'm not sure if he... Oh yeah, I think he does have dash. Bum bum bum. Landmines has his dash back, so he can actually dash away from the mole borer. And now has Sea Sting fired up. And there's the going with the Hadoken, and then we can continue on to Sigma 3 for landmines as well. But Poison is already at the end of Sigma 3, while landmine still hasn't started. It sure would be sad if something happened to stop him from getting even further ahead. Is he doing the airhead now? Yeah, looks like he is. Oof, but he missed it. And then we see the landmines. Did the Dillo skip? He must have. I was looking at the chat for a second, but he wouldn't have passed it fast otherwise. Oof, and finishing right. That's not right though. I'm actually terrible with names. I haven't played this game in so long I forgot half the names apparently. D-Rex, obviously. Finishing D-Rex without Electric Spark. Oh, the crowd enabled the Hadoken for landmines. Thank you, chat, because he didn't just spend 5 revisits on that. Wow. Rude. Poison now into Sigma 4 landmines, halfway to Sigma 3 on the third of 5 refights in this fight. Addo on Valgarder, goodbye dog. You will be missed. You were the best dog Sigma ever had. Also the only one. Probably, maybe. Poison did do 5 visits. Poison got Hadoken for free from the chat. And I think landmines over the course of these of this one race did 10 visits. And then got Hadoken from chat. Which is something. There we go, Poison on his final stretch. Is he actually... Wait, what was that? Wait, what's that weapon? Oh, yeah, Sea Sting. Sea Sting can't hit the... You can't hit Final Sigma with Sea Sting Poison, that doesn't work. You can just see him sit there on the cam like, that's Sea Sting, this doesn't work. I like this. This must be so frustrating to play, but I'm just sitting here laughing at this. I mean, the fastest that you can kill Final Sigma is 16 shots of Rolling Shield. Alternatively, you need to hit him 32 times for 1 damage each with a max charge of your buster. So, no matter how you toss or turn it, this fight takes pretty long. Oh look, there's Rolling Shield again. Which means that you guys as chat can heavily influence what's going on here. And we see, ooh, take an extra hit there. That's not very good for your health. And it's Fire Wave. That's something. you indeed do have the health refill for bosses, you guys. It's a thing. I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying it's an option. You can just give them random weapons that don't even hit Final Sigma, or you can just give the bosses health refills, or... Healthy Fire Wave, and meanwhile the Buttookin for landmines. Having the little doggo explode on his butt. There are... Okay, the sub-tanks on Poison just disappeared, and... What? Okay, I'm pretty sure Poison had 4 sub-tanks, and one of them was full. And now he's got 2 sub-tanks. That's... Okay, well. Let's see if landmines can win this fight. Can landmines win this fight, chat? Or can he not? You tell me. It's you guys that decide this anyway. Well, I'll have to get up on the claw first. He still has rolling shield. Reminder that to time your curses and blessings the best, to take a quick look at the runner's actual chat rather than restream. Chat? What's that? Nothing? Wow, I'm disappointed. Poison spent what, 2.5 minutes with different weapons and then you let him go like that? On landmines? Wow. Wow, chat. Ran out of coins? Well, okay, that's fair. Guess you'll just have to go smash some blocks for more coins then. But GG to landmines for winning this first race. And we'll just have to watch as Poison finishes his run or doesn't finish his run. The war is ended for now and peace has been restored. Hooray! Oh, alright. Poison spamming him rolling shields. Oh, falls down. And gets the final hit in right before the hour. And with that we see a 1-0 lead to landmines. I guess we should check if they want a short break, because this took an hour. Let me see. It's a best of 3, you guys, so for maximum content, what needs to happen is Poison needs to win the next one. Do with that as you will. If you have to be somewhere urgently. Alright, Poison requests 5 minutes, and landmines would like to have a small smoke. So if anyone would like to go get a drink or a snack, then you should do that now. If you need the toilet break, if you want to go tell your mom how awesome this race was, if you need to ask your dad for more coins, I don't know. All of those things are things you can do right now. Alright, guys, as we have a small break, boat runners have gone AFK for a moment, so I will do the same, also stretch my legs for a second, and then we will be right back with another race of MMX crowd control. Use this time to, I don't know, make some evil plans. What will happen next? You guys decide, chat, don't forget that. Hello, guys. I am back. Judging from chat, I think we will be ready soon to get our second race under the way. I hope everyone's had some free time there to figure out your next evil plan. What's gonna happen in this race? Yeah. There are sometimes subtle color differences between racers. Can like differ from emulator or TV or whatever. It doesn't really change anything, but yeah. I see that quite a lot. I'm getting ready checks from both players, so I do believe a countdown will be given soon, and then they will start the race. Kind reminder that everyone loves to see invulnerable bees right before we start. Not really, but you know. Well, I mean, we would, just not the runners, right? Right? We are on the main menu, and also if everything went right, we should have overlay pop-ups for Poison as well now to see what's happening on his side. Look at that menu tapping. Boy, 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 boy. What a teaser. Keeps going. Keeps going. Alright. And we off again. So, guys, welcome back to round 2 of a crowd control race between Poison and Landmines, 2 finalists from the races at the SG Live event. In this race, they will do 100% influenced by you guys spending coins to either bless or curse the runners. More likely than not, cursing them, as we saw last run, as we've had some infinite loops going around between the two as they try to fight various enemies and bosses. We always restore HP to bosses, grant them the Hadoken, log them into a specific weapon for a while. Yeah. You can do lots of fun things to them. Oh, that's a lot of HP for landmines. He doesn't really need that, but you know. You can also restore the player's health, actually. You know that they actually need low health to get through Vile at the end of the intro, so you could always just give them more health. And then they need to get smacked around by Vile a little more. Terry, that's possible that he started at half side. Oh boy, looks like Poison just jumped into that pit. That's unfortunate. Well, that's a shame. Yeah. Sometimes, chat, the best accidents are the ones we didn't even force to happen. Right? Those are the best accidents. Landmine's about to get caged by Mr. Vile. Boom! Oh, that's actually a really nice pattern too. Oh, Poison, don't do that again. That looked scary. Our Lord and Savior in red is over there on Landmine's side. Kaboom! Zero all that power, and still we need to play this entire game to save the world. How is it possible? Yeah, that's the entire point of the crowd control race, first world. You're playing and suddenly you're locked into a specific weapon, you can't dash anymore. That boss that you're struggling with gets HP reset. You get locked to a weapon that you can't use to damage the boss. terrible. Well, not for us. For us, it's just funny. But I'm interested to see what you guys come up with this time. So far, everything has been normal. We have not seen any impact from you guys yet, and we seem to be doing normal speedruns for now. Allowing the crowd control race means that you can spend coins from the crowd control panel in order to influence the game of these runners. You can choose to have various things happen to them, like locking them with specific weapons, restoring a boss's HP, giving them lives, yeah, just a bunch of different things. You can check in the menu, open it, and see what your options are. And it will directly influence the gameplay. Only thing to mention is that to best time your coin exchange is that you check quickly on the runner's actual stream rather than the speed gaming stream, so you may best time it because you have a little bit of delay obviously on the stream. That we have capsule for poison and landmines getting close to penguin door. So what's happening with penguin, you guys? What's happening with penguin? Getting off the hook easily. It's getting his HP restores. Oh, we have a sub tank for landmines. Heck yeah! Just to make sure he doesn't die to bird. Give this man something. Heck yeah. Couple slides. KRNG so far. And it seems penguin's going down. Just a shot there. The music keeps doing what? There's something I haven't noticed. Storm, this is 100%. The players do 100%, although we have seen last race as well that this can go pretty special, as players can receive the Hadoken from chat if you spend coins on it. It costs 1,000 coins, but you can spend that together with other people if you like. And it seems penguin once more goes down without much issue. No chat interference so far. Best song? Legal songs, pretty good. I think my favorite's Mammoth, actually. Ah, no dash. Yeah. And Poison actually not going for Iceless this time, as he wasn't getting it first. So let's see how he deals with these platforms. We'll be a little bit late now, but these platforms are mostly a pain if you cannot kill the enemies over there. To like jump through or whatever. I think that's a big thing. So like this, you need to kill. Well, I guess you can get through with the enemy still there, but it's definitely dangerous. And it seems that we have some torpedoes getting shot on Poison side. That's not the most efficient thing. Dashing through that enemy over there. Needs to wait 5 years for his boomer torpedo to show up to break that window. And we have Forest Rolling Shield for landmines. That might still persist until he gets to Eagle. Rolling Shield is pretty hard to hit Eagle, but if he goes flying, it's probably near impossible. Unless he comes down. And you can shoot like one shield at him. So far, pretty smooth fight for landmines. Getting some dives after all. Oh! Oof! For a second I thought it might still go wrong. With that 1 HP left and getting hit by the dive. Right, with that landmines finishing Eagle and runs, well, what is it, half stage ahead of Poison. Both players had a little bit of interference, of course, with weapons being forced to not optimal situations. That's moving on to Mammoth. Oh man, rolling shield for Eagle. That's just amazing. Was anyone else like the fact that the rolling shield right now on Poison side is in like yellow-orange color? I like the colors of it. Oh, I think as their rolling shield wore off. Yeah, it did. Landmines, meanwhile, running unscathed through the Mammoth stage, and Poison finishes Eagle. A reminder that we can't cut the Mammoth's nose if we use the boomerang. Looks pretty funny. Without landmines entering fight as Poison enters stage. A little bit of difference between these two. Oh, and Mammoth down. No dash from Heli. Slightly too late. Oh, and actually no dash for both of them. Looks like. Wasn't getting hit by a pickaxe or two. It's not the most pleasant thing to get on your head. Decides to go bottom route. Doesn't like to get crushed, which is understandable. And landmine is climbing Coinger's Tower. Curious to see if you guys decide if people get the heart this time or not. And a reminder, if you came in fresh and you would like to assist in impacting this race, that you get 53 coins to spend on crowd control. With that you can just look to put them towards something, or work with other people in the chat. Unlock one of the things. Boy, Heli is like, shotgun eyes for you, landmines. There will be no thing to wait. Actually, he can use shotgun eyes to grab the heart here. Dang. It was a good idea, but you picked the wrong one. That landmines quite quickly gets the heart. He's probably like super glad about this right now. I do believe that someone sniped him with a fire wave last round, and just as he wanted to pop out the ice sled, it turned into a fire wave instead, and he just stood there for a while trying to do iceless instead, which was a very sad moment in the speedrun. Dancing with Kuwanga right now. Poison picking up his Buster upgrade. Landmines had pretty good RNG here for Kuwanga. Stayed in the dance pretty long. Sub tank going in for Poison. Poison has 3 sub tanks right now, is that correct? I think that should be 2. I do believe that both players haven't gifted a sub tank then. We saw Landmines get it in his overlay. Yes, Sky Shadow. Bowser is definitely at the end of this game. I'm pretty sure that Bowser is the first phase of the final fight. Poison taking a lot of damage on his way through the tower here. Taking like quite a lot of damage from the turtles. It's not too much HP left. Meanwhile, Landmine's having a pretty good run so far. Just like to remind everyone that the current score between these two runners is a 1-0 to Landmines. Yes, First World, Bowser is the dog. You are absolutely correct. I do believe Poison has his weapon changed again. Is that Fire Wave? Yeah, that is Fire Wave. Indeed. It seems we're stomping the man while he's already down a level. And while he took the Icefall route in order not to have to do Iceless, you guys gave him another weapon, so he still has to do Iceless. If that isn't mean, I can't see who put him up with that, but you, sir, are... Yes, this is Blue Mario. His brother is the purple guy. Purple Luigi. Poison not having his day on Iceless with that... Oh, he actually gets out. Quickly fired at Ice Lad. Alright, gets the heart, and gets to move on. Meanwhile, Landmine's moving on past Mandrill and onto Armadillo. Would you guys like to hear a concert? I hear there's like some really good music when you can only buster Armadillo, and it goes something like ting ting ting, ting ting ting, ting ting ting. You guys like that kind of music? I mean, I kind of like that music. Why does Poison have full HP? This man was gifted the Hadoken once again. Wow, well, that is very kind, you guys. Twice sponsored into the Hado. Oh, well then. I wonder, will Landmines once again do 10 visits, or ooh, look, invulnerability for X. That's nice, and it looks like we have rolling shields forced onto poisoncurls, which means that he will lose a little bit of time here, because he's supposed to So never mind, he should have the sub tank because you guys forced him to have the Hado. Well, okay then. That's just wonderful. There are some sparks going. Armadillo loses armor. And the rest of his life. Pretty clean fight for landmines. Hada was given to poison. As you can see, his health bar really filled up. And wow, that's actually so kind. I'm not really sure. Oh, yeah, he probably swapped off. Rolling Shield is actually. It's a little known fact, I only figured it out really late myself, but Rolling Shield is actually the best weapon against Thunder Slimer, the halfway boss for Mandrill stage. I saw it one day, I think, on someone who played casually, because in speedrun you never have Rolling Shield by the time that you get here, but that's, yeah, it's really good. Damage. I see that we have the Hadouken enabled landmines, and hopefully he noticed that his HP bar just shot up right there. As oh well, outside of the great gift of the Hadouken, we also have the great gift of Fire Wave underwater, which, well, right. Let's just put it. Oh, we have and we have Hadouken, so Poison is actually gonna make up a lot of time on boss fights, so long as he can keep his HP up. And now we have X-Buster going for landmines. Oh boy, this is actually super annoying when you only Buster. Not gonna lie. And now we have no dash, and you guys are firing everything at this man. Oh boy. Are we going for rides again on the... Oh, I see Poisonous Fire Wave. Look at that mash, look at that mash. Music right there. Poison burning all the bats on the ceiling. He has also been nicknamed the Bat Exterminator. Landmines! That was close. He almost fell to the spikes there. That's something. And more Fire Wave for Mr. Landmines. Dude's like, yeah, Hado, I'm just gonna Hado this. Oh wait, never mind. Guess I'm actually not going to do that. This means that Poison will make up a lot of time here. I'm surprised that the runners don't actually have a little walk around. I mean, it's not like you're gonna do much with Fire Wave here. What do we have meanwhile on Poison's side? Apparently he's getting hit in the face a lot. Poison actually finding out the rough way that Armadillo's armor blocks everything, including your Hadouken shots. And now he's stuck with Fire Wave, and I'm not exactly sure, but I do think that Armadillo is immune to Fire Wave. I'd have to see, but no, he actually does hit. Meanwhile, we're still on the Fire Wave for landmines as well. Still Fire Waving that Armadillo. Now rolling around like a madman. There was, I believe, a weapon that Armadillo is immune to, even if you take off his armor. I guess maybe it was Storm Tornado or something like that. and I see X is now invulnerable on Poison side. And meanwhile, Landmines gets to spend more time fire waving underwater against Octo, which is already a super annoying fight. So this is like the worst fight, well, or the best fight, depending how you look at it, to give someone fire waving, because it really means that you're 100% useless. Oh boy, even more fire wave. Oh boy. Oh. Woo, Poison almost dropped down to the spikes. And Landmine's doing his best to dodge all of these attacks from Octo until the day that he can once again use weapons. And another fire wave. Well, I mean, at this point, I have to say that those are some beautiful dashes, the way that he jumped between those torpedoes. I have to admit that. He's doing a really good job on dodging. The problem is, he is going to die eventually when he needs to keep dodging, because it's almost impossible to dodge everything that Octo has. This man is stuck in some watery hell right now, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, look at these dodges, man, that's beautiful. Oh, takes a hit after all. It's going to happen. Chat, what are we doing? Oh. Well, I mean, Poison just entered this fight as he died, so I guess we're tied right now. Oh, someone gifted this man a sub thing. That's so sweet. Too bad it came like too late. I'm not sure. Is there not an option to just straight refill his HP as well? I don't know. I know it's an option for the bosses. Ooh, excuse me for yawning. It's almost 2 AM here. Alright, so we have more fire wave and more fire wave. Wow. I mean, I'm supposed to do commentary, but what am I supposed to say when there's just like 2 people trying to fire wave Octo because they don't have a choice? And there's more fire wave going to Landmines. I see, just keeping up on the fire wave, and oh, Poison's access to weapons. Oh boy, he's going for it. And bounces a rolling shield off the wall to take the lead. Meanwhile, Landmines has no dash. I'm still having fire wave. Oh, come on, you guys. This is so evil. Oh. 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 I can only imagine how hard this man wants to throw his controller at the screen right now. Oh. What do we have meanwhile? Another fire wave! Are you kidding me? Come on, you guys! Oh. I think that... How far was Poison behind? Was it like a full stage or a stage and a half? And meanwhile, Landmines has gotten so much fire wave that Poison has caught up and is taking the lead in this race. Oh. Meanwhile, we have again fire wave Poison too. Oh, electric spark. Oh, I don't know how that works against Octo, but Dude, someone gave you a sub-tank. Use it! Oh. Okay, balls of steel, this man. For a second I was scared he was gonna die right there at the end. That would have been pretty sad. And now we actually also need to keep track of the fact that because he died here to all of these curses you guys threw at him, that he doesn't have enough lives to do his revisits. So I hope he thinks about that. Otherwise he's gonna have to do an extra Dillo stage as well. And meanwhile, Poison is trying to burn that big green robot. I don't think that's the most efficient strat, but you know, he doesn't have a choice, so he has to. Oh. Man, I am so glad we're at the Vocto stage, like, not gonna lie. Even I started to get hurt from watching Landmines do that fight. Oh. Oof. When are they fighting the Centipede boss? Wrong game. Centipede is Mega Man X2. We are playing Mega Man X1. However, I don't know what the schedule is exactly. I don't know if X2 is anywhere on the menu. But if you like to see runs with Centipede of Mega Man X2, you can always take a look and follow that game on Twitch. There are, I'm pretty sure, still active runners for X2 right now. Yeah, they both have Hado for a while already. I see we've been gifted a life to Landmines. He is also forced to use Rolling Shield, and he doesn't know dash. So I don't know. This is kind of like a toxic gift. Like, have this life and this Rolling Shield. Also, you can dash for the next half minute. Thanks, guys. Christmas, all of these gifts. Oh yeah, he can't actually pick up the heart because he has the Hado already. Meanwhile, what do I have on Poison's side? I see he's using Buster. Is he trying to Hado Chameleon? Oh no, he's actually gonna go for the ring strat. Just the normal one. Yeah, they both agreed to do 100%. The thing is that because of Hadoken being a thing that you can gift the runners to car control, there's just the chance that you don't have to pick the items anymore, because you saw Landmines trying to pick up a heart, but the heart didn't really get picked up because he was gifted the Hado, and oh, that's sad. He put his sled at the wall, but he didn't put it in correctly, so it dropped down. Luckily, this is the hardest fight in the game, so even if you mess up. I hope Landmines realizes that this run he doesn't have to do revisits like last time. And if he does realize that he doesn't have to do revisits and he does go there, you can always give him some extra life so he can't get out. This is a set of it's a best of 3. As time permits. I do believe there is something set up later after this MMX block of races, and I am not exactly certain of the time that we have. But I'm sure one of the admins will give us an update on that. Sigma is the crazy robot that wants to put the Mavericks in charge of everything. Final boss. Oh god, please. Don't do that to me. Spoiler, 0 dies. Oops. Alright, let's see. We have Zero trapped in a cage. We have Poison on full HP this time. And as I did see someone say that Poison does not have pop-ups for this effect. It's true. I requested to take a look at it between the races, which we did, but I guess something didn't refresh correctly on the stream. We still don't have the pop-up, but it's alright. It's alright. We can still see what's going on, and as we can see right now, Poison is looking all normal. He might not have dash, maybe someone gave him a life. And apparently he has Fire Wave. So, excuse me if someone heard that, I accidentally slapped my headset. Oh, now he has Storm Tornado. Well, that's just wonderful trying to fight Vile with Storm Tornado. It's kind of like any percent except you don't know what weapons to use. And Landmines doing the Vile skip. Isn't taking quite a lot of damage, and forced weapon to Rolling Shield. That's actually a fairly decent pick, Kali, giving Rolling Shield to Landmines. It means he can't Hado Vile, but it's still a weakness of Vile, so... see how good his any percent skills are. Didn't get hit. It wasn't the fastest fight, but it was pretty good. Meanwhile, Poison trying to dash through those springs and getting a couple of ball and chains to the face, and now he went completely invisible. I can't see. Is this Fire Wave again? That's Sting Chameleon. I think Poison has been stuck with Sting Chameleon for now. And we have Rolling Shield still for Landmines, which makes this small section quite annoying. What do you have on Poison? Sting Chameleon. I mean, technically with Sting Chameleon's weapon on Kuwanger, they can both go invisible, so at least they fight on equal terms, I guess. Right? And, oh! There we have torpedoes for Landmines, however no dash. Kind of annoying boss, do not have dash against. And Poison's gotten out of his weapon curse as well, so he actually also gets Kuwanger down. So that means we're moving on to Spider, Spider. Oh, Poison finding out the hard way that your powered up Rolling Shield gets disabled from the Mets. If they are still hiding, that is. And Hadoken going off for Landmines, so I think I heard like 3 Hadokens pop off, but he hit one. That's the thing. And Hadoken also going off Poison, meaning both going off Sigma 2 at almost the same time. This looks like a pretty good race to me. Sea Sting firing off on Landmines, running to the Penguin. What will happen to the Penguin? Penguin will die. And Poison takes a hit. That's not... oh, he actually got full HP again. Good. This means he can Hado. Oh, he misses it. Gets an ice cube to the face. It's a minor setback, but it does mean that he has that small window, bonus window of HP. That's gone. Having a little bit of extra something can be nice for small mistakes like this. He lost that now. And fire away for Eagle. You know, I love fire wave as a weapon. And I hope landmines does too. But I'm not sure if he still will after he's done with these races. Because that man's seen enough fire wave for the next 5 years. In like in the past hour, I'm sure. And super dash. Poison, meanwhile, has moved up, killed Eagle, and going to Ragnar right now, taking the lead. I'm not sure about the boss E-tanks, if you need to give it to them and it will go in A or 0. I have to honestly say that I do not know. It's my first time doing commentary for crowd control. So I sadly has no answer. Oh, poison! With, well, quite a critical error. Decided to take a little dive on the spikes down there. Not the most healthy of decisions. The spikes are one hit kill after all. And oh, and he took a small hit right now too, so he cannot handle anything either. He had a couple of good RNGs on the ice. And he's stuck in rolling shield. That's just wonderful. Poor man. Poor man. Well, I don't know, guys. I know that there is an option to take away someone's dash, but kind of looks like someone took away Poison's jump button instead. And if I saw correctly there, he is in fact on no lives? Is that correct? That is quite dangerous if he dies anyway. Okay, I'm pretty sure someone broke his jump button because he just died on the spikes 3 times. I'm not sure what's up with that. Oh, I see we have a musical concert going on meanwhile over at Landmines, who is now effectively destroyed the armor on Billow. And Poison has to restart as he was indeed on 0 and died to Rangda. Poison is also invisible. That's... Drop every 8 input 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about that. You would have to like count all of your inputs. Ugh. You're off by 5 seconds again. Right, Landmines killing Chameleon. And steadily moving on. But we all know with this game that it's not over until it's over. Still some race to go. Ready to fire waves! Wait, he's just sub-tank. Mando, alright. Oh, okay, that's awkward that he missed 2 shots there. It's weird. He has 2 extra lives now. Oh. Well, I mean, I think Poison plays a little bit risky, by jumping fairly low, because it gives him more time to fire shots at the... Oh, repeat the fire wave. That's actually really dangerous. If he thinks he's going to finish the nose and doesn't do his D-pad inputs, then he risks falling down. But suddenly it's a fire wave that pops out, you only deal 1 damage instead of 3. That's pretty risky. It's pretty risky. Hey, more fire wave for landmines. Can you guys imagine, like, all of this fire wave if we were playing Maverick Hunter X? That would be something, wouldn't it? And I see we have no Dillo skip going on. But we are destroying the armor. Ah, is that what happened in his first fight? Could be. I might have missed that, because that's a small thing that can have great consequences. But it's easy to miss. Fire weapons are pretty good at this game. Fire wave is a pretty cool weapon. It's just, yeah. There's a lot of bosses that only deals 1 damage to. So it just makes everything pretty slow. And Airhado going to Chameleon for Poison. And Landmine is doing some good RNG manipulation there on the Rex. In case you guys did not know, if you're fighting D-Rex and he does a chomp attack, and then you jump on the lower part of his body, then he will always do a second chomp attack to try and hit you. He only repeats that once, but it's a nice thing that you can manipulate him a little bit. It can help you a lot fighting him if you ever struggle with that during your speedrun or casually. It's a little bit of AI abuse. Now, landmines going on to Sigma 4. What will happen, chat? What will happen? Good Hadouken for both of them. And with that, we have landmines on the final fight. If he has the stream open, I bet he's looking at their face like, I'm a stage ahead, there's no way they're letting me do this. But are you, chat? Are you? He's still on rolling shield, chat. It's halfway through that HP. And there's the fire wave. You bought a boss tank? Okay, I didn't really see that pop up yet, or did I miss it? Imagine trying to fire wave the final boss, you guys. There's supposed to be a health tank on that too, you say? I see in the top right of land that we have a small fire thing with the number 1. I suppose that is the boss E-tank. You got one rolling shield in. Woo. Oof. Oof. What is going to happen? Still fire wave. Meanwhile, also fire wave over on point side means that he is struggling a lot with the little doggo over there. And it's over! Landmines was no longer cursed by chat and is now finished. Final Sigma as that shotgun ice is way too late. RIP. RIP. And with that, all we need to do is watch Poison finish his end of this race, but that does make it a clean 2-0 for Landmines. The man that struggled and struggled to 5 years of Fire Wave and somehow still pulled it out. I did not see the E-tank go off. I would have to ask what went on with that. I don't know exactly how it works, but we didn't see a refill. Like I said, I did see a little symbol on the top right with a 1, but that disappeared at some point. So chances are is that the E-tank is only there for limited time or something. I don't know. Although that would be silly. How much time was spent in Fire Wave? Well, I don't know. Probably a lot. Probably at least 10 minutes. And with that, we see Sigma exploding again. On the left, on Poison side. Oh, the top right is the Q, so one Fire Wave queued. Well, then I have no clue what happened to the E-tank, you guys. Anyway, this is a GG, is a 2-0 for Landmines, who officially wins this race. Poison doesn't look too unhappy about this, giving us a little peace thing over there on the top left. I mean, this is all racing good fun. You can of course not predict what's going to happen in these races with crowd control going on, since yeah, you know, Fire Wave might strike you at a rather unfortunate time. Thanks for all the Fire Wave, sure. Let me take a quick look. There should be a schedule up here somewhere. Let me pull that up for the marathon schedule. After this race with these two, we are supposed to go on to Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise by Dr. Cossack, and I do see that was supposed to start a little bit ago. So, I guess I will do the goodbyes for this one, unless I am supposed to interview runners. Or we might have the runners in here pretty quickly. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, in any case, I would like to at least say a big thank you to poisoncurls and landmines already for doing the race, of course. We will get runners in here in a second, and of course Speed Gaming for hosting such a great marathon, and of course Chat for making these races with crowd control especially interactive and entertaining, because that's where most of the funny parts come from here. Oh, and I see that we have been joined here by Poison and Landmines.
Yo, what's up?
I could ask you a whole lot of questions to both of you about this race, but I guess the first thing we should do in this interview is probably just repeat after me. F Firewave.
Firewave percent, man.
Firewave, Firewave.
I'm pretty sure that the collective time spent on Firewave during these races was a special something. How do you guys feel about these races with crowd control? Because it's of course like super different to play like that with all of the influxes coming in.
Oh god, I love it, dude. I absolutely love doing crowd control. You never know what someone's gonna throw at you. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely the most interesting X runs I've ever done.
Yeah, interesting. Probably the least you can say about that.
Right. Yeah.
Did no one get too frustrated about getting stuck here and there?
Yeah, I mean they were pretty generous with the octo stages. I've had times before where it takes 3 to 10 minutes to get out of there. So, Firewave,
yeah.
man.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
it's
had
definitely a good
one
place.
hit left on Rangda, and I swear I thought I had C Sting and it was going to take him out with one hit, and it right then switched to Rolling Shield, and I jumped. I tried to jump to the middle, and I just fell right in the spikes, and then I don't know what happened the other times, and then the game over. Dude, it was
dude, yeah. And
rough,
I was in the middle of
man.
the
Yeah, that happened 3 times. Well, a little bit surprised at that. For a second, I thought someone disabled your jump button. Well, that's not even an option.
I think that was me that disabled it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny too. I was like, well, something's going wrong there. Oh yeah, how did you enjoy getting all those Hado gifts, actually?
Oh yeah, dude, that that made it not any hundo anymore. It was like any percent, so it was great. I got to skip everything. So
well, and after I had to reset from that the hard lock, I had to redo all of my visits anyways because I didn't have the Hado again. So
oh yeah.
Second game though, that was nice.
No, that was actually really brilliant because during race 1, you did all of your visits, you got the Hado, you soft locked, you restarted your game, but I guess you can actually get the Hado from your password, but you need to do specific input during the password. And then you did your visits again, so you did like a total of 10 visits, and then chat unlocked Hado for you. And then I was like, wow. That's just like stabbing him where it hurts, you guys.
Oh yeah,
like,
it was great. I loved
crap.
every minute of it.
So that's great. A little bit too late, but still kind. And also the disappearing sub tanks, Poison. What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. And then one time I had a full sub tank and it wouldn't let me go down to use it. Like, it was so strange. So
yeah, I think I was still in race 1.
Yeah. And because I was really confused, like having the Hado, and then I was like thinking, like, do I still need to pick up everything, or?
Yeah, I've noticed that you can pick up things, but they don't. You kind of like pick them up, and they don't really trigger that really short. Yeah,
like the fanfare
moment where it really busts your stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that threw me off really bad a couple times, especially when I was at what's a chameleon, and I'm like standing there for a second. I'm like, oh, never mind, I can just move.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, overall, an awesome time. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for including this. This was really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
definitely be
great.
interesting seeing more of that.
It was awesome to lose to you again, Landmines. You deserve it.
We have too much fun, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
GG's.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
GG.
Any of you have some final words for the chat or speed gaming then?
I'll see you guys Wednesday. I'm doing a MMX Hundo race here on Super. So I'll see you then.
And you Landmines, great champion of crowd control.
Yeah, no, I mean nothing else really. But thanks again for having the event. It was fun, and yeah, looking forward to the next one.
Alright. We already popped that schedule, you guys. I do believe that's Final Fantasy 4 Free Enterprise popping up pretty soon. Thank you to both runners, Speed Gaming for hosting, of course, and I see there's still a big schedule for the entire week, so I hope everyone will enjoy all of the games and that you enjoyed the race and your moment of glory where you can impact the games with crowd control. I don't know if there's more of that, but hopefully there is. You guys can have some more fun with that. I will be at 2, and perhaps see you guys at another time of MMX commentary. And with that, I will pop out with it. Good night.
All right. See you. Good night.
Thanks again, man.